Greetings and welcome to another episode of Clear Cut Finance. Now, persons might be interested in getting some exposure to the Jamaican stock market, especially persons in diaspora and persons outside of Jamaica. There are a couple stocks that mimic ETF, and so this is the Jamaican ETF, which is electronic traded fund. You have Mayberry Jamaican Equity, QWI, Sagicor Select Fund Limited, Financial, and the Manufacturing and Distribution. So those stocks are our version of ETF. So let's just take a look at the Mayberry Jamaican Equity. Mayberry Jamaican Equity has a heavily weighted fund on SVL, which stands at 56.3%. Main event is the lowest weighted at 1.8%, and that is as at December 31, 2024. And at 2023, SVL was still heavily weighted, so in the top 10, they stood at 54.8%, and Lasco Financial was 2.1%. Their top 5 disposal included Caribbean Cement in both 2023 and 2024, and top 5 additions included Supreme Venture, surprise, surprise, ECL, Dollar Finance, and NCB. And that's 2023, and for 2024 is Jamaica Boilers and JMMB Group. QWI, as at December 31st, 2024, they actually have funds in Jamaica as well as US. 64% of their portfolios in Jamaican stocks with the likes of Access Financial Services, Caribbean Cement, Scotia Group, Dolphin Cove, Lasco Manufacturing, and Transjam, and stuff like that. And on the US holdings, mostly tech stocks here, Meta, which is Facebook, or previously known as Facebook, Nvidia, Broadcom, Google, Supermicro Computer, which had some problems sometime last year with some auditing report, Amazon, and Microsoft. So not bad on the US side, but do they actually give you the perfect exposure to Jamaica stocks, given that 64% of their portfolio is in Jamaican stocks? So Sagicor Select Fund Financial and Sagicor Select Fund Manufacturing and Distribution, they are a different kettle of fish. If you notice, Sagicor Financial actually invests in QWI as well as Mayberry, some of the big names, Panjam, NCB, and stuff like that. The biggest winner for them was in Iron Rock between 2023 and 2024. You're seeing where they hit 70.39% increase, and the biggest loser for them was MFS Finance with 71.88%, negative 71.88%, and the second worst loser for them was NCB. We all know that drop, minus 27.16%. So on the manufacturing side, the biggest winner, Lasco Manufacturing, up 74.42%. The biggest loser, Caribbean Cream Limited, minus 36.77%, followed by Medical Disposable, minus 33.33%. So Blue Power did also well, 61.12%. And of course, Caribbean Cement, 53.33%. Sagicor Select Fund Financial and Sagicor Select Fund Manufacturing. In fact, these funds actually give us some of the most disclosure, so to speak. And so you're actually able to see the entire holdings, and the shares held by these funds have not changed. So they have actually kept the same amount of shares over the year 2023 to 2024. And so you almost can see the comparison and change in value easier. But of course, when you do it that way, you're not able to lock in some of the gains. And rebalancing when you have it like that. But let's see what 2025 have in store for them. So I've decided to look at the 4 Jamaican ETF with varying dates, and the date matches what the net asset value is. So we have the net asset value, the close price of that date, and the year-to-date return, as well as the variance of the close price to the net asset value. This presents an opportunity in some cases, as well as it also says that this stock trails the true value of its portfolio to the extent of anywhere between 18% to as high as 30% across all four. Some might argue that is discounted. So when you buy into that, you have the extent of the discount to the tune of minus 18 and 30%. So those are the discount. However, it could also be looked at as a case where the net asset value and the price will never reflect what's the true nature of it. And it should be closer, because what we find is if it's tracking so far, I mean, you're looking at 18 and 30, that's wide. That's a wide margin for a discount. And so you couldn't borrow against this. The underlying assets in it, the stock, the ETF doesn't track the underlying assets within the portfolio close enough. And something can be done. For example, Sagicor Select Funds could actually do a rebalancing of the portfolio. As you notice, from 2023 to 2024, they have actually had the same holdings, no change there. So something can be done where that is concerned. Also, more dividends payment. And check this: issue stocks as dividends to the extent that they will bring the net asset value closer to the price. This is the going price. So select a point in time and bring that net asset value closer to the trading price by giving them dividends in stocks to that extent. You wouldn't necessarily have the issue of dilution, because the persons who got the stocks as dividends could opt to sell it at whichever price and collect a tidy sum, and you'd have new investors. So that would also improve liquidity as well. So that could possibly be an option. So let's get back on track. Comparing all the ETF stocks across three criteria: closeness to NAV, level of discount, and the performance year to date. For the closeness to NAV, Mayberry Jamaican Equity ranks number 1. And the level of discount, QWI ranks number 1. And for the performance year to date, Sagicor Select Fund Limited Manufacturing Distribution ranks number 1. So all these different criteria mean something to different types of investors. And so investors can weigh in on these stuff to make their decision on which one would be the better option for them. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. You have to do your own research. But these are some of the things you can consider: the level of discount against the closeness to NAV. One can almost guarantee, if it is that this stock tracks the net asset value closely, you can almost rest assured and have some comfort in it. And the year-to-date performance is another indicator that could help you get an idea of what direction a stock is going or where it is now. So Sagicor came up with a solution. They have decided to apply for the select funds, both financial and manufacturing and distribution, to be a unit trust. This is excellent news. This may very well address the issue of the differential between the net asset value and the share price. So Sagicor actually summoned shareholders to have them vote on the move to convert the stocks to a unit trust. So this is on the basis, if the court approves it, so it's based on their approval, the court and FSC, if they approve it, then Select Fund will move into a unit trust, which is good news. That should address the NAV issue they are having, and as well as give investors another product, a product which have good stocks in it, and hopefully that should add to the liquidity needs for the stocks. Hopefully other companies will do the same. Mayberry, QWI, and the others would actually look into doing some amendments to help that net asset value track closer to the stock price. Fans out there, let us know how you feel about investing in Jamaican stock market, and was this video helpful, especially around the investing in a Jamaican ETF. We're familiar with the SPY, the QQ, that's the stock or the ETFs that track the different indexes abroad. This is our version, the Jamaican version. Let us know how you feel about these Jamaican ETFs, so to speak? Leave our comments in the section below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. This has been another episode of Clear Cut Finance.